That's great, respected friends, to see you every day for the study of this glorious Sanatana Dharma Shastras, mainly the Upanishads. Do continue to invoke the grace of Divine and the Guru with our own commitment till what has to happen happens. Congratulations and thanks also, and wishes also, prayers also. The 13 Vyaktitvas to be improved upon within ourselves, the Lokasevaka Vyaktitvam, Dharmasthavaka Vyaktitvam, Viragi Vyaktitvam, Bhakta Vyaktitvam, Shishya Vyaktitvam, Mumukshutva Vyaktitvam, Jignasutva Vyaktitvam, Shrotru Vyaktitvam, Sadhakatva Vyaktitvam, Parishrami Vyaktitvam, Prerna-yukta Vyaktitvam, Shantagambhira Vyaktitvam, and Samskrita Bhasha Jnatrutva Vyaktitvam. And then our 6 sources, by now we must be familiar with their names and also got the Shraddha in the presence of them, and surely must have realized their powers, potencies, kindnesses, compassions, and the necessities of their grace in our life. And the most important thing is how to tune to them. And last but not the least is the consistency in that. The consistency in that. And who are they? The Shruti Mata, the Guru Parampara, variety of devatas, inner and outer, they are given those departmental works as if. So, for each specific thing required for our spiritual unfoldment, one devata is there, especially for Bhakya Abhyantara Upadis. So, invoking their grace, so to the Jagannatha, Jagat Pita, Ishvara, as well as the Parabrahma Tattva. Yes, friends, what a great text it is. Shri Shwethashwathara Upanishad from Krishna Yajurvediya. Yes, first chapter we are doing. We are getting more deeper and clearer in the understanding about both the paddhatis of moksha, sadhyo and krama, but in either case only through the tattva nirnaya or tattva jnana or tattva anubhuti is there. Uh, by that alone is moksha. See, the time, whether it is now or any time, place, whether it is here, anywhere, loka, this world or the other world, Ayoni, Manushya or Pashu Pakshi, whichever, whatever, one, all of them are binding to. In any one of them, when we are, the moksha is only through the Brahmagnana and Tattvagnana. That clarity is the one which we are seeking from our so many days of study. Then little matured intellect, therefore, why postpone the seeking of it to some other time, to some other place, and delay in that Krama Mukti Paddhati and en route how many number of obstacles may come. See, in the Sadhya Mukti, there will be difficulties, not obstacles. Because of the upadis, not yet trained, etc. Those type of difficulties will there. But they are self-created or outer obstacles will be less. But in the Krama Mukti Paddhati, there are difficulties are there we have to go through, but obstacles will be many. The soft looking, smooth looking, very tempting, the delaying, postponing, lot of things which we consider as convenient. In fact, they're all obstacles. So one can spend time in the contemplation more in more details before one comes to the decision key what you want to pursue. In any case, that intellectual inquiry based on this data for thorough decision and subsequent action is a minimum required. This nobody else can do for us. There are some things which others can help us, some things which we have to do. In the list of we have to do is this Vicharana. Me, my life, I am an individual. I have to have my moksha. The two paths are this and that, which I should pursue. That type of thing, we have only have to take that thinking contemplation. Having decision made, then lots of techniques are there, upasanas are there, sadhanas are there to accomplish. So, etad gneyam nityameva gneyam atmasamstam gneyam natah param veditavyam kinchit. Almost this we were seeing in that also. The Shiva Dharma Uttara Purana, we have seen the completeness of the quotation, the meaning that's conveyed in it. What's further? Let us see today in the Shwethashwathara Upanishad, dear friends. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana, and before that, our common sense thought. Today's common sense thought is this alone. There's no other thing we discuss. That an individual, we are take full charge, full responsibility first on one's own self, whether to survive outside, whether to survive in the society, whether to survive in the family, anywhere, everywhere. Let it be our conscious, choiceful responsibility. If at all we rely on anyone, it can be the God Guru. More than that, any other worldly thing, without their help, nothing can happen. Yet, first charge, first responsibility is ours only. We have to feel that it is I who will have to do. Even though the prakaranas, all granthas say, nasti tavaniyanta. The demarcation, differentiation between these two. Why you are so arrogant that as if there is no Ishvara to guide you or help you? Or how can you be on the name of Bhakti, Saranagati, becoming yourself irresponsible, lazy? See that? Both are said by the Shastra. One type of people are those who become lazy on the name of devotion that my Lord will take care. Other people become extremely arrogant as if they are the ones who are doing everything, that there is nobody called as higher power. In Vedanta, everywhere there will be seeming contradictions in spirituality. The one who is able to strike the balance, isn't it? One side Vedanta says, withdraw from the whole world. Then meditate. The same says, unless you serve the world, how can you get the Antakarana Shuddhi? Dekho. So, which is said at what standpoint? One has to be very clear in this. So, here we are talking about one's own self choosing as well as self effort, basically, even for the Adhyatmikata also. So, have we come to that level of taking charge of it? And took charge, but again, not charging ourselves, not discharging the duties, also is not going to help us. The meaning of taking charge itself is that fully we are in charge of everything A to Z. Such a beautiful is that personality. The beautiful blend between total Sharanagati to the Lord, Guru, and Shastra. What is it there? Exactly what they tell that we do. That is Sharagati. But then who will do? It is we only do. Blending. That we, without even any little of discrepancies, little of bylanes or shortcuts or any compromises or excuses. This is our Purushartha. From our side, executing everything perfectly is our Purushartha. Contribution is from the other sources, the Lord, the Guru is their Pakka guidance. Their guidance is Pakka, but we are with full faith, listening, with full logic, understanding, and with full egolessness, accepting, and with full dhirata, committing. These are the things from our side. Some of the things we may not be able to comprehend. There, the faith works. How can the Guru Shastra go wrong? They won't go wrong. I am not understanding now, but tomorrow I will understand. But let me practice it. As we saw, some things are understood and practiced, some things are practiced and will be able to understand. So, the self reliance, it is me. I have to work on my own moksha, taking the help of all the helps, all the sources. And then the clarity of where do we stand, clarity of what's the next stage to reach to, clarity of which is the sadhana for it, clarity of doing it perfectly. Now, these are the things in which we have to go beyond all half hearted understandings, half hearted initiatives. Wholehearted understanding, wholehearted initiative. That's why we say it calls for total attention, exclusive attention, which is so tough to have when we are with the things and beings of the world, which we are experiencing every day. Therefore, in your days, the great this way seekers, mumukshus, jignasus, they tried for years together, planned well, and then took the permission from whomever they have to take permission. And then they used to go to Nijagruhat Turnam Vinirgamyata. There's no way. Even when one is in ekanta, aloneness, yet his mind won't persecutes him so much, doesn't allow him to do sadhana. Because these equipments are very sensitive and the truth self to be realized is very subtle. And the volatileness or the viscousness or like the mercury, the restlessness of the mind is avoided by all of us. We all know that its position. So this is the one side innocence that being here and now alone we can achieve. It's an innocence, not possible. And other, the pitiable toughest thing is that we have to keep away all these things ruthlessly and struggle so much single pointedly towards that goal. साधकों का यही होता है innocence and pitiable stuffness of sadhana. Innocence when we don't know that being in this world, continually entertaining it, having only thoughts of that, always bahirmukha, like we saw yesterday. With that attitude, where is the chance for us to pierce into the depths inside? Wherever we are, we do sadhana, only to know that there we cannot do sadhana. Then we have to change the place also, situation also, and inner makeup also. पता चलता है धीरे धीरे स्ट्रगल करते करते many of them leave it, some of them no I can't leave, I have to achieve it. Then they pursue the guru and all. From the guru they get the guidance. So this is what these are what the other cares have to be taken care. If you are able to ruthlessly keep away the world outside and become antarmukhi, lives practices. So wherever you are, you can do, you will succeed with little difficulty. If you are not able to do because of your sensitiveness, there is no way that you have to keep away. For that, plan properly, isn't it? Slowly, steadily, plan well and do everything smoothly that nobody is hurt. When we are doing our Adhyatmic sadhana, nobody should be hurt, especially on whom we depend and those who depend on us. In a smooth, delicate manner, we have to slowly wean away. But before that, we have to know exclusiveness as well as we alone have to work for it. For this, creating inner atmosphere is important. For that, managing the outer world is important. All of those things I have to know, I have to feel for it, I do. The life is like the a mechanic in a garage. See that he knows every part of the car, and when the complaint he listens from the owner of the car कि आवाज आ रहा है या तेल लीक हो रहा है या कुछ भी पेट्रोल ज़्यादा पी रहा है. He listens to that and then he just observes every part. How conscious is he? Is he really in that meditative mood? All these, every of the professionals for that matter generally, especially such type of people are so much in the concentrating meditative mood that एक एक चीज को वो हिलाते हुए या गाड़ी ऑन करके गियर डालते हुए ऑब्जर्व करते हुए साउंड को they just try to trace the problem है ना. They observe the whole car, then they come to one particular isolated area, that in that area out of the 20 parts they shortlist the 5 parts. इनमें प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. Then among that 5, 1 or 2 is just anything like medical test also. सारा टेस्ट कराते हैं. So this particular place the problem, let us treat it. Here also the mechanic exactly locates the problem, sorts out. In spirituality also, in general the life, in spirituality also, we must have that comprehensive look. Every aspect, vasanas we have taken into account, the manabuddhi chitta ankara, their abilities, debilities, positions, we have to become matured about. The position of the jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, their abilities, their weaknesses, their extrovertednesses, their slavery, all of them one have to observe. One has to. Then the other thing is the prana shaktis, how much we are conserving them, how much we are making right use of them, creating them through some special exercises, pranayama. More so the sharir, the age of the body, the gauge of the body, health of the body. Nothing a spiritual person can give up. He'll have to look into every of these aspects and a comprehensive, beautiful idea he'll have to have. Therefore, what exactly how to do. And when one is very intense and serious in his purpose, cool, calm, quiet, like that mechanic, one can know in few weeks or months of time exactly where do I stand, which are the steps in what sequence I have to do for my unfoldment. In the classes, what you do is for these contemplation, whatever the data is required, that is shared because that's what is there in our Shastras. So the Shastra Ukta data we share. With that data, we analyze where do we stand ourselves and also chalk out the plan of action for the unfoldment. And then in this endeavor of ours, one of the important thing is taking the Guru Maharaj's Sahayata. So yesterday we were seeing in our Tattvopadesha, even today also say गुरुः श्रवणीयः गुरुः सेवनीयः गुरुः वंदनीयः गुरुः उपासनीयः. Didn't we see yesterday? We have not thoroughly studied it. थोड़ा हमने देखा तत्वोपदेश में. In the next slokas, more powerfully the Shankara Bhagavan says in the text, quotes the Shastras also. And one of the thing comes is, don't do the upalambanam, or the one word is used. Don't humiliate or insult your Guru. Very sensitive thought will be shared today. The humiliation insult of the Guru is being disobedient. In our own interest, we have to be obedient. So, that having the importance understood for the Guru in our life, That also part of what we have thought so far. Same way the Shastra. Where what else? Remember, शास्त्र साइड में रख दो तो सारा ब्लाइंड ही हो जाएंगे. फिर किसके प्रमाण पर हम आगे बढ़ेंगे दसो? If the Shastra is not there, because of Shastra only, Sanatana Dharma sustaining. Means for us, Sanatana Dharma will not be disturbed by anyone. That will be eternally protected by the Lord. But for the human being, reference बुक है ही नहीं मानो, then मनमानी करते जाएंगे. Anything we think it's a sadhana. Like in Mandukya, the 35 people who have imagined 35 ways about the truth. Karikakara tells in Dvaitatya Prakarana. So the Shastra, their glory, Guru and his importance, Ishvara and his necessity. All of them part of the Adhyatmika Pragati. For assured Pragati, for sooner Pragati, quicker. One is tentative, spiritually Guru हो या ना हो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता. And there's no sense of urgency at all. Those people घसीट the way, something routine they do. Even what routinely done also becomes more mechanical than improving upon that. इतना भी मेच्योरिटी नहीं रहता लोगों को. जो कर रहे हैं उसको इम्प्रूव करना चाहिए और उसको मैकेनिकली नहीं, टोटली इन्वॉल्व होकर करना है. इवन विदाउट दैट मेच्योरिटी, most of the people they just continue their routine. होता है कि नहीं? सुबह उठे, थोड़ा नहाए, दिया बत्ती लगाया, same doing from last 50 years. Nothing added, and that also becomes mechanical. She does it while fighting with the husband or shouting at the children. One way is that thing, but the other is the one who is serious, sincere, and wanting to achieve quickly. For those people, this comprehensive, matured outlook of every aspect of Adhyatmikata, he should have then plan that way. And it will come. It will come slowly, but definitely come. Little contemplative become. कि I am spiritual seeker, I have to do sadhana, what to do for that. इस तरह सवाल पूछने से हर एक समाधान के रूप में सारा गाइडेंस इन सब शास्त्रों से भीतर से मिल जाता है. तो ऑल इन ऑल आई हैव टेकन चार्ज. ऑल इन ऑल I have managed my outer life general. I have managed my personal life so that it is no more a liability or disturbance, distraction from spirituality. Then when I come to spirituality, every aspect of Adhyatmikata I take into account. Position of Guru, position of Shastra, position of the Devata, and as all the things said earlier. So if it is taken seriously, it's a very good adventure, isn't it? In life, anything taken not personally seriously, it's an emotion, it is a frustration, it's a burden. But if something is taken by one's own choice, there is a chance that one can feel that to be an adventure. For the children, everything is an adventure for them. They want to do more and more. That's what we don't understand and scold them. वो बाहर जा रहा है, क्यों जाते हो बाहर? We want to beat that fellow. He wants to do the adventure of going out. वो सीढ़ी उतरना चाहता है. We say नहीं सीढ़ी. He wants to enter into the lift. Go alone. He wants to do the adventure. He goes to the kitchen. कुछ करना है उसको. The child's mind is always wanting to do some adventure. He comes to kitchen, he wants to do the work with mother. Anything's there, the parent don't understand it. The blossoming youngster's intellect is wanting to learn through adventures. Anyway, for us also, take the life adventure. Take managing the life as an adventure. Worldly managing. And there, if we reduce our asha, etc., then that adventures can be enjoyed and minimized. Otherwise, that is an endless adventure. विविंग साधकास उस व्यावहारिक चीज को एक लिमिटेशन देना पड़ता. नारायण. Then the positive spirituality is an adventure. Shastra Adhyanam adventure, understanding adventure, Upadhi Niyantrana is adventure, Upadhi mastery is an adventure. Knowing which Upadhi is useful for what sadhana, adventure. Using it for that purpose is an adventure. And a whole day schedule, systematic, it's an adventure. Executing them, great adventure. मजा आता है लाइफ पूरा एडवेंचरस. लेट अस कम टू दैट लेवल, है ना. जिनको अभी भी बाहर जगत में इंटरेस्ट है उनको फिर दैट पुल्स आर द वंस which doesn't allow him to take this as an adventure. For that person, this is a burden only, heavy load. That stage everybody will have to go through. But when one is steady, consistent in Shastra Dhenam, what even they are doing, this Putagnana about the Tattvas Mahima and the Mityat of the Jagat, when these two become clear and clear, then it is easy for one to come out of the emotional attachment to the world. Thereafter, he can, because this is the truth, can committedly move. At that time, the adventurous intellect can be invoked. सुबह उठने का adventure है ना. That half an hour deeply studying Upanishadic mantra is an adventure only. Then having grasped the essence, sitting for the 20 minutes or 10 minutes contemplation is an adventure. मजा आता है जिंदगी में अगर एडवेंचरस आउटलुक मिल गया तो आई टेक अप, आई मैनेज, and I manage outer life and spirituality in its every aspect. And the healthier attitude is adventurous, joyous, है ना. ये कोई भी मूड जो पॉजिटिव है उसको ले सकते हैं. कोशिश ये करो एडवेंचर के रूप में करो, या नहीं तो लेट अस से विथ डिवोशन, इमोशनल डिवोशन. My gurus, my shastras have told me to evolve like this. So, to obey them, I will do it. That also works. In this way, we have to keep positive ourselves always. Do not allow anything negative to overpower. Think about it, assorted thoughts we discussed today. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्. एकन्नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्य दिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मभगवद्देवतागुरुशास्त्र सत्सङ्गसाधना सेवा माता पितृदेशधर्म सनातनधर्मभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणामध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आदिशंकर समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणं we started another round of parayanam. Let us enjoy from 6th to 10th mantra. Om अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः सर्वाजीवे सर्वसंस्थे बृहन्ते अस्मिन् हंसो भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथगात्मानं प्रेरितारञ्च मत्वा जुष्टस्ततस्तेनामृतत्वमेति उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् स्त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठाक्षरं च अत्रान्तरं ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्पराः योनिमुक्ताः संयुक्तमेतत् क्षरमक्षरं च व्यक्ताव्यक्तं भरते विश्वमीशः अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावात् ज्ञात्वा देवम् उच्यते सर्वपाशैः ज्ञाग्न्यौ द्वावजावीशनीशौ अजाह्येका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो हि अकर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेतत् क्षरं प्रधानममृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमायानिवृत्तिः ओम शांति 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 ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतन्नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम् प्रथमोऽध्यायः ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ओम शांति 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 अथ द्वादशो मन्त्रः ओम एतद्ज्ञेयं नित्यमेवात्मसंस्थं नातः परं वेदितव्यं हि किञ्चितो भोक्ता भोग्यं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा सर्वं प्रोक्तं त्रिविधं ब्रह्ममेतत्. Friends, when the chanting of already studied mantras we were doing, no, just now, those 5 mantras, so thoughts were coming. If at all we are so committed to the Shastra, and not once but 3, 4, 5 times when we go through every pada word, every vakya sentence, every shloka, along with the bhashya and that one particular mantra, completely understood. Then that subject continued through the Sambandha Bhashya by Bhashyakara into the next mantra, in the next mantra. How systematically the Upanishads, the Shastras guide. If that ability to study steadily many times and understand comes, and from that knowledge standpoint, when we look into our life and its purposes and goals, it becomes so vivid, so clear, so unambiguous, so wonderful it is. Kitna badhiya. But see how much we have gone far away from our dharma, our shastras, our culture, our adhyatmikata, into the bhautikavada so much that abilities we have lost. एक एक मंत्र जो सीक्वेंस हम पढ़ रहे हैं, that शुरू करके ब्रह्मवादिनो वदंती से लेकर now what we saw the 10th mantra, it is such a development of thoughts. क्या माइंड है रे बाबा, इंटेलेक्ट है हमारे ऋषि मुनियों का. One side they have experienced the truth which itself is calls for such a purified sublime most equipments. Other side, having experienced it, when they wanted to reveal it to us through the mantras, through the bhashya, the way they have put it, I tell you, the kripa and karuna of them, तो आंखों में पानी आता है वो देखकर. Not only this, every shastra. Yesterday when we were seeing that Yoga Vasishta, the struggle that Vasishtha is going through to guide all the audience there, mainly Sri Ramaji. It is so tears only in the eyes ki itna kripa, itna karuna, itna prem. And the subject is so sublime, so beautiful it is. And then when we are studying that Hindi text of Tattvopadesha also, after that Gandhara Deshiya example, Bhagavan guiding us, Shankarji, summary of the entire sadhana. Again then, the Paramarthika truth that Nanirodho Nachotpati said. After that, again in 2.5, 3 shlokas, he is again summarizing sadhana. And today you will see he touches the height by saying towards the importance of the Ishvara as well as the Guru in Adhyatmic Jivan, the completeness. अब इसके बाद जो हमने ये बात वो कर रहे हैं ना स्कंद पुराण the struggle of Vyasji to bring into one place all the avatara kathas and the bhaktas and arranging them so sequentially. See that Purukshottama Kshetra Mahatmya yesterday we were seeing in the Rutkala Khanda of that Vaishnava Khanda of this Skanda Purana. You see that Bhagwan है ना जगन्नाथ का वर्णन followed by the Balabhadra ka varnana and the stuti done to them and prarthana done to them. Then Subhadra Devi ka. Then the Snana Vidhi Vidhana. Snana time, which are the devatas to be invoked, how the mantrocharanas have to be done. It was really, I tell you, so lucky to be in Sanatana Dharma. And unlucky that somewhere else we are caught up in doing something else than the main one of our own Shastra Adhyana, Adhyatmika, Anveshana. May we realize it. So beautiful it is. I am to, though the abilities, capacities may not be there to the mark, up to the mark, so many insufficiencies, inefficiencies, many variety of other shortcomings may be there. Yes, fully agreed. But there's no doubt that the Shastra, Adhyana and talking here is a fulfillment in itself for the one who is speaking. Though the higher depths and details may not be discussed here, वो भी आएंगे अपने टाइम में धीरे धीरे but it's a very very good endeavor. Thank God, otherwise you'd have missed it only. Okay, now even in this shloka number Narayana 12 also, see the clarity. Etat gneyam. Is there any doubt? Etat gneyam. This has to be known. This must be known. Etadeva gneyam. Beauty of it is what? Knowing itself is being here. There's nothing to be done. Etat gneyam. When nityam, because when you don't pursue it, something else we pursue, then that delays the progress. Therefore, nityam gneyam. Another meaning is it is to be known as the nitya vastu. That alone is nitya. Everything else is anitya. So that nitya Brahma. What was Brahman said? Kevala Atma Advaita Brahma. Kevala Atma Advaita Brahma. बताया ना कल. That Brahman is Nityam Gneyam and Atma Samstam Gneyam. In our own selves. This in that Atma Samstam Gneyam, what is the beauty is what? It is not at all far away from us. It is within us as ourselves. What we have to do is only undoing of what other things we have done of going away from our own selves. है कि नहीं? आपके घर में ही है तिजोरी, आप उसको भूलकर बाहर भीख मांग रहे हैं या छोटे पैसे के लिए दिक्कत हो रहा है, आप ढूंढते जा रहे हो. आत्म संस्थम इज दैट. It is so close to you, it is within you, it is you. Why are you going outside and struggling? See, these are the mayas, these are the delusions. Not recognizing what we want, not recognizing that it is our own self. Therefore, just going somewhere and getting something. That is the meaning of that. bird in the two words. You know, that one bird, Pippalam Swadu Atti. One fruit it is going on eating from one branch to the other. We are also from one world to other, one life to other, one involvement to other, one indulgence to other. What a deluded fellows we are. The bliss is within ourselves as our own self. You know, Atma Samstam Etad Nityam. This Parambrahma, Moksha giver, is in your own self, Atma Samstam. It is Nityam, it is always there. Nityam Atma Samstam Etad. And that you have to know, Gneyam. Please, requesting you, don't go for anything else because that's not giver of moksha. Therefore, Nata Param Veditavyami Kinchit. I'm just dramatizing. What must be the feeling behind saying this sentence for the Shwethashwathara Rishi and Adi Shankara and all. Nata Param Veditavyami Kinchit. It has again various levels of understanding. One is there's nothing real other than the Brahman for one to know. So your effort to know it itself is creating reality to it, isn't it? Secondly, therefore, नाता परमेरितव्य means what? Don't pursue that. उसके तरफ जाओ ही मत. You know the child. Leave the mother in that crowd or anywhere. He will be kidnapped by someone or he will be having some problem. Therefore, छोड़ेगा नहीं mother को. A spiritual seeker of the highest order छोड़ेगा नहीं आत्मा को. Because आत्मा को छोड़ा भटक गयो. एक बार भटक गए गुमशुदा तलाश, इट इज इम्पॉसिबल दो गुमशुदा को फिर से लौट के ले आना. मूवीज इट मे हैपन कि आफ्टर 20 साल द सन हु इज लॉस्ट इन सम मेला इज अगेन मेट. इन द रियल लाइफ नाथ आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग द सेकंड लाइन न अतः परम वेदितव्यम ही किंचित. It is from the intellectual standpoint, there is nothing other than Brahman to be known. Therefore, your effort to know it itself is giving reality to it. From the emotional standpoint, Natha Paravetavim Kinchit, anything else you focus attention on, you will be caught up in that mesmerizing Maya. And don't you and I feel it when we are in the mood of listening to Upanishads, contemplating on it? सब ठीक ठीक ठाक लगता है. Suddenly कोई function में गए, कोई शादी में गए, seeing the whole thing of the setup, mind becomes so agitated and so many things appear to be important to us. Because you have gone there. क्यों गए? कहा ना शादी में मत जाओ. स्वामी जी मेरी शादी थी. अच्छा ठीक है. ना तो परम वेदितव्यम में किंचित. See the world, it's glittering and all. Everything is promising temporary pleasure. But all are without promising, definitely binding us. And every one of them take us away from the truth or the reality. And all of them have equivocally, unanimously the ability power of reducing our power and ability of our अंतःकरण. है ना? सारे शक्तियां सूक्ष्मताएं सब बिगाड़ देते हैं सारे. This is how the jivas go on suffering in samsara. I loved this second sentence. Nata param veditavyam kinchit. That he word is very important. Verily, there is nothing other than Brahman worthy of knowing, pursuing. All is unreal, all is mithya, all is binding, all is changing, all is ephemeral, all is limited, all that is finite. अब देखो ये सारे इसमें ऐड करना है. Param means both means higher than this or other than this. Param to high anyway is nothing higher than something other than it which we are saying now. It's not even worthy of knowing only. So उसको एक common man language में क्या कहते हैं? Without knowing Atma, how can you know the Atma? How are you doing your putting your attention on the Anatma without knowing the Atma? Which is like everywhere. Without serving parents, how are you thinking of serving others? Without taking care of your own brother, sister, how are you worried with your friends outside? Without doing job in your company or office where we are getting salary, how are you thinking about helping other company? Without taking of your own Sanatan Dharma, Hindu religion, how are you concerned about others? Without minding your own Bharat Mata nation, India, why are you worried to serve Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh? ये सारे मूर्खता है. पहले अपना घर का दिया रोशन करो ना. Without taking help care of my own health, how can I guide others? All of that. Same way, without knowing the Atman, how are we, where and what are we doing? एक लेवल से देखा जाए, ये सब कितना बेवकूफ़ी है, पता चलता है कि नहीं? महसूस होता है कि नहीं? हैव यू नोन योर एसेंशियल सेल्फ? नहीं. अब कर क्या रहे हो? एवरीथिंग. That is a tone in these two lines. ये तज्ञेयम नातः परम वेदितव्यम. इसी को जानना है, बाकी सबका जिक्र ही नहीं करना. ये तज्ञेयम नित्यमेव आत्म संस्थम नातः परम वेदितव्यम किंचित. In this tone tune, if we reflect on our Upanishadic mantras, definitely we can feel we get the inspiration. And the other day, in which text we saw? After going through all these also, if somebody is not transformed, अब भगवान ही उसका भला करे. इत्यादि. Now, let us see that. Then third line was भोक्ता भोग्यम प्रेरितारंच मत्वा नारायण सर्वं प्रोक्तम त्रिविधम ब्रह्ममेततु. These two lines also we have to study. But before that, Atma Samstam word to explain that in that Shiva Dharmottara Purana, very clearly, the two examples are given. One is the beautiful food which is there in the hand. Hastastam pindam utsrujya lihyat kurparam. The very rich, tasty food in the hand is thrown, now just licking the hand. Or the money, Mahan money is thrown and Gaveshanam, searching is going on for the Kanch Katukuda, the glass. The diamond is thrown away, searching for a glass piece. In the self, the Brahman is not searched, somewhere else outside is searched. These two examples are very powerful. Hastastam pindam utsrujya lihyat kur paramatmana. कुरपरा मतलब हथेली. और जो भी पत्थर है या प्लेट है उसके अंदर खाना फेंक के उसको चाट. अब देखो, when you picturize this and see how laughable it is, है ना? Like you went to somebody's house, they served you 5-6 dishes beautiful, and they said आप खा लीजिए महाराज, and you just threw all the food somewhere, now started licking the plate. How humorous and how stupid it is. In the same way, not seeking the self or Brahman, and that also not seeking inside. Then seeking anything else or Brahman himself somewhere else, outside, is like this action. So, yah pashe sarvagam shantam tasya adhyatma sthitah Shiva. The one who has, by the training of the Guru, has rejected everything outer Rupanama, be attentive, and become sincere in seeing substratum, that effort of him takes him to the realization of the Shiva, the self, the Atman, in his own self. Then Atmastam yena pashyanti, the one who has not realized the self in their own self, Tirthe marganti te Shivam. They are the ones who are searching Lord Shiva in the Tirtha Kshetra, Punya Kshetra, Bahir Jaga. You have seen in one of the texts earlier, our Hridaya itself is the Kashi Panchakam we studied. My Hridaya Kshetra is the Kashi Kshetra. The Atman itself is Lord Shiva. The Buddhi itself is Mata, there Annapurna or Parvati Devi. We have seen it. Listen to this sentence again. कि आत्मस्थम ये न पश्यन्ति. The one who have failed to realize the self in their own self, tirthe marganti te Shiva. They go on searching for the Shiva in all tirtha. See the word used, that is carefully. Tirthe pashyanti nahi kaha. Tirthe marganti kaha. Pashyamanti means they see. Marganti means they search. So marganti word is used, means they keep on searching without gaining. Even in the Tirtha Kshetra we go, because of the serenity, peace and divinity of place, the mind becomes calm and quiet, expected to be. With that quieted mind, there also in Tirtha Kshetra, that Paramatma again has to be realized inside only, as our own self. आत्मस्तम येनु पश्यन्ति तीर्थे मार्गन्ति ते शिवम. थोड़ा इस बात को पकड़ लेना. The ones who have not realized the self inside, they are searching for him in the tirtha and they go on searching. They never get it. But in one go, in the first visit of Tirtha Kshetra only, after purifying themselves there through the various Snanadi. Yesterday you see that Samudra Snan Karakar, Atma Jnana ka Mahapadesh mila हमको. Inside you meditate and realize self. The Jagannatha is nowhere, he is in your own heart. Power of these shlokas. Okay? Same thing. Atmastam tirtham utsrujya bahistirthadiyo vrajeta karastam samaharatnam tyaktva kacham vimargati. See, the Atmastam tirtham utsrujya. Your own purified heart is your own inner tirtha kshetra. In that, the Nirantara Virajmana Brahma Tattva alone is the Devata, whose darshana we have to have as our own selves. The ones who doesn't do this, and bahis tirtham yo vrajet. Tirtha means सब जो घूमते रहते हैं, हुआ they are like what? Karastham sa maharatnam tyaktva. They threw away the maharatna in the hand, then kacham vimargati. They are searching for the glass piece only. Kach ka tukda. So many, we have seen it 2 days, so many quotes are given. All of that indicates how much powerful this knowledge, how much important this knowledge, that the Brahman has to be searched in the heart, not anywhere. Okay, now we move further for some time. Ki athava. There is another way of saying these first 2 lines. एतद् ज्ञेयम नित्यमेव आत्मसंस्थम नाथ परम वेदितव्यम ही किंचित, है ना. इसको और एक तरह से देख सकते हैं. शंकर भगवान कह रहे अथवा, अदरवाइज, और. सी एतद् यद दैट दिस, एतद् यद दैट दिस, अपरोक्षम. अपरोक्षम नॉन इनडायरेक्ट, therefore direct. Aparoksham, pratyag atmatvam, the innermost self. Aparoksham means which doesn't need any pramana to know. Pratyag atma means which can never be subjectified. That which is never subjectifiable, that which doesn't need any pramana. That inner self. अपरोक्ष प्रत्यगात्मा, याद रख लें दोनों शब्दों को. सो अथवा एतत् यत् अपरोक्षम प्रत्यगात्मत्वम, tat, that one, nityam, that is the eternal principle, avinashi, imperishable principle, sve mahimni sthitam, that which stays in its own mahima, brahma eva gneyam, that should be known as Brahman. See, what we have to search is Brahman. Okay, that Brahman is what? Ki sve mahimni sthitam, which is established in its own mahima. What is the mahima Brahman? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Then Nityam it is, Avinashi. So Nitya Brahma, Avinashi Brahma, Sve Mahima Sthita Brahma. पहले इसको इधर रखो. Then जो within ourselves अपरोक्ष प्रत्यग आत्मत्व है, उसको पकड़ो, going beyond the panchakoshas. So that aparoksha, which doesn't need any of the brahmanas, pratyagatma, which cannot be objectified. That aparoksha pratyag atmatvam is there, no? Aparoksha pratyag atmatvam, that alone is Brahman. So that which is Nityam, that which is Avinashi, that which is Svemahimni Pratishtam, Brahman, that which is Nityam, Avinashi, Svemahimni Pratishtita Brahman. That is your own Pratyak and your own Aparoksham Atman. So here Atma Samstam, what is there? No? That Atma Samstam means Aparoksham Pratyagatma. That alone is the Avinashi Svemahimnisthita Brahma. So Etat Gneyam Nityameva Atma Samstam. Etat is the Brahman. The Brahman which is Aparoksha, sorry, the Brahman which is Nitya, which is Avinashi, which is in its own Mahima of Sachidananda or Satyam Jnanamanantam, that has to be known as Atma Samstha, means the Pratyak Aparoksha Atma. अपरोक्ष प्रत्यगात्मा ही ये जो स्वे महिम्न स्थित नित्य अविनाशी ब्रह्म है. इस तरह से जानो. So therefore, you have to realize Brahman, but don't go for anything. Then what to do? Realize your aparoksha pratyagatma, that alone is nitya avinashi parabrahma. So aparoksha pratyak atma is equal to nitya avinashi sve mahimni pratishtita parabrahma. Sve mahimni pratishtita nitya avinashi parabrahma has to be realized, but not anywhere else. So in your own self, which self? Is Annaprana Manomayadi self? No. That which is Aparoksha, that which is Pratyak. Pratyak is which is not objectifiable. Aparoksha, which doesn't need any upadhis to know. क्योंकि whatever we know through upadhi is paroksha jnana. उपाधि मीन्स प्रमाणास द इंद्रियास मनोबुद्धि. तो प्रमाण की जरूरत नहीं रहने वाला इज इक्वल टू अपरोक्ष. अपरोक्ष सब्जेक्टिवली ही देखा जाता है, ऑब्जेक्टिविटी नहीं है उसमें, उसको कहते हैं प्रत्यगात्मा. सो अपरोक्ष प्रत्यक आत्मा इज इक्वल टू नित्य अविनाशी स्वे महिमनि प्रतिष्ठित ब्रह्मन. नित्य अविनाशी स्वे महिमनि प्रतिष्ठित ब्रह्म. सी these words have to become meaningful to us, then Vedanta is entering to us. So atava etat yad aparoksham pratyagatmatvam tat nityam avinashi स्वे महिमनि स्थितम ब्रह्म eva iti ज्ञेयम्. Kasmat, because the word used there in Upanishad, he shabdaha yasmad arte. Yasmat na atah param veditavyam asti kinchidapi. There are two things which we have already seen in the introduction today. Yasmat na atah param veditavyam asti kinchit. Nothing should be known other than this. Because nothing is there other than this. इसके अलावा कुछ मत जानो. कोई जानने का लायक है ही नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि है ही नहीं. Then what I see the whole world of multiplicity, that's all Maya projected on. Really that alone is there. Pratyagatma. So kasmat hi shabda yasmad arte yasmad na atah param veditavyam asti kinchidapi. I am pausing here for you to feel the sentence meaning. Atah param means the स्वे महिमनि प्रतिष्ठित अपरोक्ष प्रत्यगात्म रूपी ब्रह्म के अलावा there is nothing worthy of knowing. There is nothing to know also. You are trying to know it, is projecting it. You stop knowing it, nothing remains. It's never there. The trying to know through upadhi is bahirmukhata, which is projecting the world. Actually, it is not there and not necessary, and if you pursue it, it binds. What? Other than Brahman, anything. Other than the Atman, anything. So these words today I am trying more and more to focus on. Nitya Avinashi Sve Mahimni Pradhishtita Brahman is equal to the Aparoksha Pratyagatma only. And that alone, that way should be known. There is nothing other than it to be known. And all other, the inside and outside and yours and mines, the Esha and the Kala, the Vastu, all of that are on that projected. Okay, next one. Shruyate cha Brahadaranyake. Wonderful quotation it is. Brahadaranyaka quotation. Ki tad etat padaniyam asya sarvasya yad ayamatma iti. Sarvasya, for every being, asya padaniyam yad ayamatma. For every jiva, his own self is the one which he'll have to travel and reach to. है ना? Hmm. So tad etat padaniyam asya sarvasya yad ayamatma. Asya sarvasya means for all the jivas. Padaniyam means prapaniyam means gantavyam. Padaniyam to be reached. Prapaniyam to be obtained. Gantavyam again to be reached. What is that? ayamatma. भैया जो अंदर का सेल्फ है ना, सारे जीवों को पहले उसको पहचानना है, उसको पकड़ना है, बाकी सब बात की बात. So Nityamevata Samstam is substantiated this way also. अस्य सर्वस्य अयम आत्मा पदनीयम. अस्य सर्वस्य जीवकोटे जीवस्य सर्वेषां जीवानां प्रत्येगात्मा एव पदनीयम. So I have to realize my own inner true self, which is beyond the upadhis. I have to realize my inner self. This inner Pratyagatma, which is Aparoksha, is equal to the Brahman himself, which is Nitya and Avinashi and Swemahimni Pratishtita. Swemahimni Pratishtita means doesn't need anything else. Everything else needs Sat for them to exist. What the Sat needs for it to exist, it itself is Sat. Everything needs Chit for it to be recognized. What will the Chit need for it to recognize? Everything needs the support of Ananta, and all those things are Santa. The Brahman is Ananta. What he needs for himself to become Ananta. That is the meaning of Sve Mahimni Padishtita. वो अपने महिमा में विराजमान है. क्या है उनका महिमा? वो सत्य है, वो चित्त है, वो आनंद, वही उनका महिमा है. ऐसे सच्चिदानंद और सत्यम ज्ञानवंत रूपी स्वे महिमनि प्रतिष्ठा, जो नित्य है, जो अविनाशी है, वही ब्रह्म को अपने अंदर प्रत्येगात्मा अपरोक्ष आत्मा के रूप में जानना है. दिस प्रत्येगात्मा अपरोक्ष आत्मा आई टोल्ड यू. Pratyek means non-objectifiable. Aparoksha means no need of any media or instruments to know. No, these words I tell you 5 more years when you regularly listen Vedanta, what they mean we will realize. और थोड़ा 5-6 साल लगेगा, अभी 4 साल हो गए, 5 साल और लगेगा. Because when these words are used in the initial days, everything appears to be so vague. Because it is not like ये लाल वाला है, काला वस्तु है, ये गोल वाला है, ये मीठा है. As we have the very clearly defined vocabulary for recognizing the objectives of the world with which we communicate. These words are not like that, nor the object indicated is like that. This is the struggle every Vedanti goes through and runs away from the Vedanta class. But that 8, 9, 10 years when he spends with the Guru, he will get that intuitive power to understand that here what is indicated is not the word, not the literal physical meaning of the word. It is indicating about a state of being. It is not an object. It is not a place. It is not a time. It is not a the color, etc., quality, etc. No, it's a state of being. Underline this word. That we will realize one day. Ki all the Upanishads are teaching not an object, not a place, not a thing, a state of being, like Advaita. Advaita is not an object here. It's a state of being. It's a state of an experience. Again, experience is also wrong word. There will be a triputi, experiencer, experienced, experiencing. So त्रिपुटी रहित. मजा आता है जब शिष्य लोग ना इन पदों को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं, फ्रस्ट्रेट होते हैं. Guru feels so happy because he was also frustrated when he was in his with Guru. That Guru was feeling happy. Then he said, अच्छा feeling happy करना चाहिए when the disciples struggle to understand these words and through words the truth. But when that realized, the serious, sincerely struggling disciple, one day when he realizes the joy of it, तब गुरु भी हंसेंगे नहीं, उनके आंखों में आंसू आते. बेटा तू क्या मेहनत करके इस बात को पकड़ लिया रे, आई रियली लव यू. Like Ramji yesterday hugged Hanumanji. I know what struggle it is to go and search Sitaji and come. You have done it, my dear. More than the disciple. Disciple is excited. He has in different joy. Pakad liya re मैंने बर्बाद. Guru's joy is different. How tough it was. How many hundreds and thousands I told. All of them left away. This one fellow stuck to it. He tried his best. जैसे टीम में सब आउट हो रहे हैं तो टेल एंडर ने सिक्सर या सेंचुरी मार के इंडिया को जीता है मानो कितना प्रेज होएगा उसको इन द सेम वे दैट्स इनएक्सप्लिकेबल जॉय टू द डिसेबल ऑल्सो यार इन शब्दों में ही वो जो स्थिति अभी तक मैं ढूंढ रहा था नहीं मिला अब मिल गया मुझे एंड अगेन आफ्टर दैट जॉय द डिसेबल कम्स डाउन ही आल्सो अगेन इन टीयर्स ओ गुरु it was so tough for me to understand but how tough for you to explain to me coming to my level from your level you have struggled you are devata for me the disciple falls at the feet of the guru lifts and hugs the disciple because this endeavor is something unique something sublime something inexplicable something not catchable by any means not fathomable by any means ये ऐसा होता है वेदांत परम भक्ति में ऐसा होता है द सेवा ऑफ हनुमान जी टू राम पता ही नहीं कौन हनुमान कौन राम राम अयोध्या से आए हनुमान इज इन किष्किंधा बट वंस दे मेट वंस फॉर ऑल एक दूसरे के हो गए एक दूसरे के लिए हम बने तुम बने हनुमान जी फुलफिलमेंट in the beginning only that the Lord has given me that angutha among crores of vanaras. No, that must have given haripulation only to Hanumanji. So many were there. He has given me. And obviously, when Hanumanji achieved it with that inspiration, crores of vanaras, Rama blessed all. But what about Hanumanji? Urinamai nahi. I can't become Uruni. I will enter into your heart. भक्तों के बीच में ऐसा ही होता है भक्त और भगवान के गुरु शिष्य also. It is something beyond. You and I have to struggle. Same with our gurus for next few years till that happens, till that clicks to us. So this way, our Bhashyakara's explanation and his Brahadaranyaka's quotation, Tad etat padaniyam asya sarvasya yat ayam atma. You are other than this self. What else is there in this world to be achieved? Self is not achieved, anything achieved, nothing achieved. Self achieved, everything achieved. This because there is nothing other than the self. इस तरह से मजेदार बात है. Some more things. कथम एतत् ज्ञेयम् इति आह. Third line is there ना. भोक्ता भोग्यम प्रेरितारं च मत्वा. That portion we'll study tomorrow. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you my dear friends for being there. Don't miss even one class. Wonderful. Join for Gita.